Gisele Bündchen is not only a pretty face. The most famous supermodel in history seems to be born to break records and redefine the fashion industry. More than a model, Bündchen became a valuable brand that is worth millions. She is also involved in environmental causes, and she is dedicating part of her time and fortune to those projects. It is no surprise she became the highest paid model who ever existed. Although she has been under the public eye since the 90s and is one of the world's most famous faces, there are still some facts that might surprise you. Welcome to the Ardent Blogger, a channel for all the curiosity lovers who want to know something different every day. Today, we are back with an amazing video. If you have not subscribed to the channel, you are missing out a lot. Number 1. Nature was generous with the Bündchen family. Gisele Bündchen has a twin sister, Patricia. They are not identical, but she is also gorgeous, and both have a great relationship with each other. The female presence was dominant in the house, since her parents had 6 children, all girls. The Brazilian beauty likes to have people she trusts working with her, and she hired 4 of her sisters. The one who doesn't work with the model is a judge in Brazil. Number 2. Gisele Bündchen is one of the most famous faces in the world, and she used to spend most of her days in cities like New York, Paris, Tokyo, Sao Paulo, and the list goes on. Although it sounds normal for a supermodel, her childhood was completely different. She was born in a village named Horizontina, which has less than 20,000 inhabitants. Most of the people in that region are descended from Italians and Germans. Her parents can speak perfect German, but she is not quite good at it, although she studied it at school. Number 3. Gisele Bündchen made history as the highest paid model in the world. But her childhood dream was to become a volleyball player. The model used to play in the school team, and since she is a perfectionist, there are no doubts Bündchen would go far. However, things changed after she signed up for a modeling course when she was 13. She wanted to do it because at the end of the course, the group would go to Sao Paulo. There, she was discovered in a shopping mall while eating at McDonald's. Number 4. The catwalks would never be the same after Gisele Bündchen. The model was responsible for creating the horse walk, which is a form of walking on the catwalk, where a model picks up her knees high and kicks her feet forwards, creating a stomping movement. Today that is something common in the catwalk, but some people would say no one does it so well as Bündchen. The model was also the official face that ended the heroin chic era, and she was known as the Body. Number 5. Gisele Bündchen was raised in a small town, and she has a close relationship with nature. It is no surprise she has a passion for dogs. When she arrived in New York and shared the apartment with other models, she bought a dog who would follow her everywhere in the world. She named her Vida, which means life in Portuguese. The model has some dogs in the house where she lived with her family. She always tries to be surrounded by them and is definitely a dog person. Number 6. The model was on the top of her career in her 20s, and she was dating Leonardo DiCaprio, one of the most desirable men in Hollywood back then. Looking from the outside, she had a perfect life, but the reality was different. In her book Lessons, the model revealed that she used to have many anxiety crises, and one day she felt like jumping from her building to end that feeling. She looked for a doctor, started meditation, and did yoga every day. That changed her life, and she became more spiritual and started to have a healthy lifestyle. Number 7. Gisele Bündchen is not where she is because she is lucky. She worked hard for it, she had a plan, and she is proud to be a perfectionist. If I'm going to clean my apartment, you're going to be able to eat on the floor. That explains why so many people love to work with Bündchen. In the fashion industry, they knew she would be 100% committed to the task, and she would always give great results. Number 8. The best things happen when you are expecting the least. Gisele Bündchen was reluctant to go on a blind date with a guy that her friends wanted her to meet. For some reason, everybody thought they needed to, find me a boyfriend, so it was my 3rd blind date, she said. She was talking about Tom Brady. As everybody knows, this date went great. The couple has been together for over a decade now and have 2 children together. Number 9. Gisele Bündchen seems to be one of those people who can impress people with hidden talents. In 2017, the model posted a lovely video of her playing the guitar and singing in Portuguese. And it was great. Some years ago, the model also stepped in the Rock in Rio festival and sang Imagine for thousands of people. Number 10. When people say that Gisele Bündchen is the best model of all times, they are not exaggerating, and the numbers can prove it. Last decade, she was on the cover of Vogue 41 times, more than any other model. She was the highest paid model in the world for 15 years, and had a fortune evaluated at $400 million, more than any other model ever made. We are glad you have made till the end. We have handpicked the videos which we recommend you watch next. Feel free to talk to us on our social media channels or on our website theardentblogger.com about any recommendations or suggestions.